What glory.
Hello and welcome to the Cricket Show. We've got another massive night ahead. All the regulars are here and we've got all your favourite segments, and we've got a big weekend of cricket to cover from last weekend and also what's coming up on the weekend. Joining me as usual, David Bogue. How are you, David?
I'm good. It's been a good week, so happy to be here in the aircon today.
Refreshed after a weekend off from cricket?
Yeah, I'm a bit worried. You can't change your winning side, so I might not get a run.
Yeah, well, there's always Division 2 or
I'm
Division
happy
3.
to. Thirsty thirds.
Thirsty thirds. So, no, welcome. And our special guest tonight, we've had him on already in the season for the 60 seconds with Grillsy, but we're taking his first A-grade 5 from the weekend. We had to get him on. So joining us is Kynan Hard. Welcome, Kynan.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good.
That's good.
Good performance on the weekend.
Oh yeah, finally got some wickets. Been a long season. Yeah, so yeah, good to get a few.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we'll have a bit of a chat later on about that game and a few other things that's been happening. So welcome. Righto, we'll kick things off with our usual, the weekend highlight. I know you're away, but what caught your eye over the weekend, Bogey?
I was obviously away, so I was on my cricket watching the scores. Probably a shout out to Shannon Haycox getting 100 not out. So you talked about the old boys last week. So I think Shannon might have only got there just in the end. I was watching it thinking, oh gee, I don't know whether he's going to get there. So well done to Shannon. And the other bloke I want to give a shout out is Liam Walsh. He runs the water for the Taipans and he's been doing it all season. He just loves it. And I love how he goes, I'm not going to talk to Luke Owen tonight because he's the opposition. So all the Taipans boys love having Liam around, and I think on Friday night we're going to try and get him involved, whether he can go out and do the toss or something like that. So shout out to Liam and his family for, letting him come down and help us out. He just loves it. So.
And I don't think he doesn't miss it just about a game, whether the Taipans are playing or not. He's there just about every Friday night.
He's out there every Friday, so well done, Liam.
Stuff. Yeah. Kino, what caught your eye over the weekend?
I'd say Brendan Grills making his comeback to cricket after 12 months off, and probably a bigger standout for me was Jackie Munro getting him and Adam Posibon out in the same game, so that was good. Yeah.
He bowled very well on Friday night, Jack Munro.
Yeah.
Two for about a dozen runs. So.
Turned him sideways, I heard too. So
Yeah.
Is that what Brendan told you?
yeah, got a good one.
He just ran past it, didn't he? Was he stumped or run out?
Oh.
Must have been close
Take
to
your
run
pick.
out.
But no, well, Jack Munro did bowl really well on Friday night, and he's starting to get a lot more confidence with himself.
Yeah, I think he should be bowling more for all the teams he plays for. He gets a go and he seems to do okay. And on that pitch on Friday night, it suited him. So well done to Jackie Munro. Good kid too. Lovely chap. So.
Yeah. All right, myself, I did the old fellas last week. I got a young fella this week. We talk about him every week, but Sammy Stutchbury had a big weekend. He took 9 for 34 in 3 games of cricket over the weekend. 3 for 7 in under 16 Saturday morning. Backed up in Division 2 in the afternoon, took 2 for 22 off his 8 overs. And then in the rep game on Sunday, which we'll touch on later, he took 4 for 5 so against Fraser Coast. So big weekend there, and got a few runs in between as well.
4 for 5, that's good going. So.
Yeah.
He's always accurate, isn't he? You never see him get 6, 7, 8 and over. Some people are, I don't know, he just bowls on the spot and people can't.
Especially for bowling leg spin as well.
Yeah, like to be that young and to be economical, it's a credit to him, and he's obviously worked pretty hard. And I've only faced him a couple of times and I got a bit greedy and he clean bowled me. So juniors have trouble with him. Often the younger fellas will come out to seniors and the big boys will get into him, but no one can get a hold of him, so he's obviously bowling well.
Yeah.
Definitely all over me in the nets.
Is he?
Yeah, I can't hit him.
Bulls Masters are still going full steam ahead. Up over nearly 300 tickets sold to the dinner. The game's getting plenty of promotion going, like people wanting to buy tickets, but no, just turn up at the gate and pay your $5, and obviously under 16s are free. So plenty of interest starting to generate towards.
So I think we need 2 more tables to probably break the record. That'd be about right. It's about another 20 people.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a rush at the end as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, Bundaberg, we always come in late. So yeah, we're going to break 318 easily. I'll go 350.
Yeah, well, that's the goal, was 350.
And it's good for Bundy Cricket. It's more money and
Yep.
revenue
Money
for the
generated,
Bundy
so.
Cricket. So
Yeah, if you haven't caught the show, been living under a rock. Cameron Smith's in town,
Yeah.
Chris Lynn's in town, so
should be good.
amongst others. So no, it should be really good. All right, Friday night, we had Big Bash. The Heat took on the Taipans. At one stage, it was sort of looking as though it was going to be a low-scoring sort of a game, and
Yep.
the Pies managed to get to 8 for 142. The Taipans managed to get to 8 for 142, but it was just blasting away from Ben Davey and Adam Posibon at the start. And
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they both can hit a ball pretty clean.
they got, chased it down 5 for 144 with Ben Davey 29 off 14, Adam Posibon 52 off 31. They put on 77 in about 6 or 7 overs in the
You can
game.
see Steely batting on the screen there. Like, I thought 120, they'd be lucky to get that. Then Dale got away a bit and 142, and I thought, well, that's a pretty good score on a bit of a wet wicket. But yeah, as you said, Ben Davey just came out and went nuts, as did young Posibon. So yeah, 77 run stand in not 5 overs
Yeah,
probably.
5 or 6 overs.
That's
I think.
crazy. And well, Chris Duff bowled well, 1 for 13 off 4, didn't he?
Yeah.
Him and Munners, the off spinners. So probably shows why, you know, the Heat are up the top. So they did really well.
Yeah. And as you said, Dale Steele chipped in with 55. I just got him to that 142, where at one
Yeah.
stage, when I was up in the box, they were 120. We were talking was going to be a pass score. So that sort of sealed this final spot.
Yep.
Taipans unable to catch up and make it. So barring this week, Heat and Pies are currently on 9 points each.
Yep.
But the Pies this week can go to 11. So the Heat's done pretty well. They've played 3 games, had 3 washouts, and had 3 wins. So
Yeah, I just think the Heat and Pies, and we said it last week, their opening batsmen, the first few, have done pretty well.
Yeah.
There's been no pressure on 4, 5, 6, 7 coming in, so we can see that on the Heat. They did it pretty easy. In the Pies, you've got Mitchie Parsons and Brendan Hanley and co, probably this bloke too, scoring runs, and there's been no pressure on them. So that final is up for grabs as far as I'm concerned. No one can say we've got momentum. Yep, you've got a couple of batsmen going well, but you've got to bat deep in the final, so we'll see how it goes.
what do you think, Kai? Just for going into the final.
He told me before the show he doesn't reckon Pies are a chance. Is that what you said?
No chance. No, it'll be a very close game, I think. I think it's important we win this weekend against the Taipans. But yeah, our top order's been sensational, really. Mitchie Parsons under lights and Brendan Hanley, they've just got us off to a good start. We haven't really batted below 5 or 6
That's what I mean. Like,
this season, so...
you wouldn't have had much of a bat, would you?
No, not really. I batted the first game.
Yeah.
And got out to a good one. No, both Heat and our top order have been pretty solid
convincing,
this whole season. So it'll be a good. It'll come down to the bowling, I think.
Your local Better are your appliance specialists. With everything from fridges and laundry to TVs, small appliances and much more. Plus, with a range of payment options available, you can buy now and pay later. Go local, that's better.
Who can you call upon when interest rates are rising or if your fixed rate is ending? The Refinanciers from Aussie. We'll make your home loan work harder. Let's talk.
As usual, we caught up with a couple of players from each team. We'll start with the losing side. We caught up with Captain Dale Steele. Well, Dale, obviously with 140 on the board, you would have thought you'd be a fair chance tonight.
Yeah, no, we did. We sort of, early on, we thought 120, 110 even might have been enough. But I think as the night progressed and the humidity in the air just seemed to dry that wicket. Well, humidity I thought would have made it juiced it up a bit, but actually I think it went the other way. And whether or not that just dried it out with that heat, they just become, I think, more of a coming on the bat a little bit better than what it was with us. It was a little bit tacky. But yeah, credit to them, eh? Adam and Benny just got them off to a flyer, so they're very hard to peg back from there.
Yeah. Batting first, as you said, 110 probably would have been on par, but to get 140, you would have thought you had enough. But
Oh, it was just the fly that they got off to, like that was credit to them, like I said. Yeah, we really thought 120 was going to be well and truly enough. And to get 142, yeah, we thought, we're right in the game if we bowl well. We probably just didn't bowl our areas at the start that we sort of talked about. We've missed our lengths and whatever, a bit full and a bit short. And it was just a bit of a back of the length wicket. And then it turned out pace off was the key.
so that pretty much shuts down the season. You only got Pride to play for next week, but you'd like to put a dent in the Pies' hopes going into the final for them.
Oh, 100%, yeah, and that's we're here to play the game, and everyone will be on board, play 110% like we do every other week, and hopefully we can upset Billy's Pies just to get them on the back foot for the final.
Yeah, so pretty disappointed there. Dale Steele was said 140. Probably thought they may have had enough, but just didn't bowl the right areas, and probably let a thing slip with maybe not opening with spin or bowling some slower bowls early. So they'll be fired up. They won't want to end the season on a loss, and I'm sure Dale have them fired up for a big performance in their last game.
Yeah, they don't want to lose to the Pies this Friday night, so
No.
disappointing.
Yes. We also caught up with Adam Posibon from the Heat after his knock of 52. Good win tonight. Always good. Puts you through to the final. What was your take on the game?
Yeah, we coming into the game, we had the final locked up, but we really wanted to get a win, just get a bit of momentum going into the final, and to win all three of the games that we played this year, it's a really good vibe around the team.
Yep. 140, as Dale just said, probably would have been 110, 120, but you yourself and Ben really took the game away there early. Was that the plan?
Yeah, a couple of the top order batsmen just pushed the ball around a bit and ended up snicking off. The wicket was a bit tacky, so Dale Steele batted really well at the end with 55, and he just hit clean through the ball, so we just had the game plan to go out there and play our shots and try and finish it as early as we could.
Okay, so that puts you through to the final now. How do you think Pies have got one more game against Taipans next week? So looking forward to the final, and I'm sure it'll be a big event.
Yeah, Pies have been playing some really good cricket. Well, yeah, Lukey's been scoring some runs, and Hanley and Mitchy Parsons. So I don't think we played them. I think ours got rained out. So looking forward to the final. It should be a good game, and can't wait for it.
All right, thanks very much.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, Adam Posibon there. While we got Adam there, I don't know if you caught his over. It was probably the worst over I've ever seen bowled in Big Bash cricket.
He bowled an over?
He bowled an over, went for 21.
Oh, he'd probably be happy with that. 21?
21, yeah.
I saw Michael Loader bowl, and he went for a few.
Yeah.
Dan Unwin got into him, didn't he? Those full tosses he was bowling.
Yeah.
He did.
So I think Ads has run his last over for the,
Lucky he can bat.
Yeah.
So as we said, we'll have a chat on the game coming up this week, and we'll do a big preview of the final next Wednesday. So don't know if we caught it, as I think everyone did. The Heat, so close yet so far, really got themselves into a position to probably win, and then 38 off 18, and just probably let one slip, didn't it, boys?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't too happy about it.
Did you have some money on it?
Yeah. But I was getting a bit excited, cracked open a cold one with about 2 overs left.
Celebrating.
Yeah, getting ready, and then, they just, if any team was going to lose from there, it was the Heat, really.
I
So-
thought the game was ours when Ashton Turner got out.
Yeah.
But then Josh Brown dropped that catch later on. When Ashton Turner got out, I went, righto, there's no way they can do it. And then this left-hander come out, under 19 captain of Australia he was, and he just hit a couple over the fence. Mind you, Michael Neeser was pretty disappointing in that last over too. Very disappointing from someone who's experienced and bowled a bit all over the shop, to be fair. But credit to the Scorchers, they can just find a way to win the game, can't they? And that's why, how many they won? Five
titles.
5
now.
out of 12. So
Yeah.
that's why everybody wants to go that franchise. And I think that left-hander, is it Conley, is that his name?
He's re-signed.
He's re-signed probably for life.
Yeah. I don't think they'll let him go.
No.
But I actually listened to an interview with Jimmy Pearson the next day.
Yep.
And he said that that's one thing. They build on their state players that they've got, so they've got a core group, and
Yep.
that's one thing that the Heat have tried to do with Queensland as well. So I think they're definitely on the proof from where the Heat have been, and the scorchers of the benchmarks. So yeah, congratulations to them.
And they did well to beat the Sixers in the semi.
Yep.
And Toby Lamont hasn't paid me that $20 back yet. But halfway through the season, if you said the Heat were going to lose in the final, you would have taken it, wouldn't you? So they did well in the end. But Josh Brown was a bit disappointing. He got that couple of one good innings and fell away. Jimmy Pearson had to rescue them a number of times, didn't he?
I think Josh Brown, like he got with the season under his belt, he got to that 20 or 30 and only got to that 60 once. So if he can do that half a dozen times during a campaign, he'll get.
And he goes hard, doesn't he? Like Davey Warner, he was criticised for not getting any runs in probably 4 innings, and he's played for Australia. So I guess you're kind of living on the edge there, which Josh does, but yeah, he'll be better for the run.
Yeah. I think the most disappointing thing about the game was how close they got. Like at the start of the game, you would have taken them losing, I guess. But then for them to be where they were with only 3 overs left, for them to lose from there was a bit disappointing. But Josh Brown, he's plays that fearless sort of cricket. But once he got to that, goes off to a flyer and then sort of throws it away. Yeah,
a bit like Lenny's done, a bit of experience. Is his first year, isn't it? So he's going to get better. So they've got to keep a hold of him. So next year.
Yes. All right, we'll quickly touch on the big one starting tomorrow night, Australia and India. Do you give us any chance over there?
Well, looking at the pitch, have you seen that? How they've doctored allegedly they've left it all dry for the left-handers. We've got 6 out of 8 bats, first 8 are left-handers. So they're going to have to do well. Like Steve Smith is probably the best player of spin. Travis Head, I heard they were talking about not playing him, but I thought he was a good player of spin. So hard to know, isn't it? Yeah. I was watching Adam Gilchrist this RV on Fox Sports when they did well. Were you? Yeah, it was good. And Damian Martin. Yeah, they're up against it, but that's the challenge, isn't it? It's a bigger frontier than the Ashes. Like if we beat India, you'll take that over winning the Ashes because it doesn't happen very often.
So that all kicks off tomorrow. So we'll have a bit of a chat about that in the next few weeks. Big series coming up.
Your local Better are your appliance specialists. With everything from fridges and laundry to TV, small appliances and much more. Plus, with a range of payment options available, you can buy now and pay later. Go local, that's better.
Time out! You are busy, but your foot pain is slowing you down. The experienced team at Hinkler Podiatry are passionate, outcome-driven, and use the latest treatments to get you back on your feet fast. Call Time Out on your foot pain with Hinkler Podiatry.
All right, welcome back to the show. All right, we've got all the senior competitions to cover from the weekend. After 55 mil of rain or thereabouts on Thursday afternoon, cricket was looking very unlikely, but full credit to all the ground staff that got us on all weekend.
Didn't rain up at Winfield.
No.
I saw your dad up there. We went up there Thursday. No rain at all.
No rain at all.
And we got a phone call to say, are you getting wet at fishing? And we said no. And 55 mil, was it?
So some places had that.
And I mentioned last week about Hayden Kington at my school. He's missed 6 Thursdays, he tells me.
Oh, and he would know too.
Can we do something about it? I said, I'd talk to you. Can we extend the season? Yeah, they've missed a lot. Poor old Thursday night just seems to rain.
Been getting hammered. So, some tricky sort of conditions, but as we said, we got cricket in. ATW 192 defeated East Magpies 93. At one stage, Michael Oda 36, Corey Pope 39. Connor at one stage was probably only looking, you may get to sort of 150, 160, and a couple of the boys at the end put on a few. So do you think he's had enough?
With our bowling attack, we always think we can defend anything really, but I definitely think our batting wasn't up to scratch on the weekend. We were probably a good 30 short of where we probably should have been. We thought we were in a bit of trouble, but a couple of blokes at the end put on a couple of runs for us and ended up getting to 192. So, we thought if we bowled well, we could defend it, but definitely a few runs short.
Yeah. obviously missing Wiki Owen, Ryan Norton and Jaden Larson, probably three of the top 6 on the weekend. Had a couple of blokes sort of step up. Brody Coates made his A-grade debut, and Ryan McLean batted in the middle order, and himself batted in the middle order.
And Corey, that's probably Corey's top score he hung around for a while.
Yeah. So, and then Lachie Donovan, 4 for 37 for East. The old...
He must
Lachie
be, is he
leads
on
it.
top of the wickets?
I think he is well and
Yeah,
truly
he's leading
by
wicket
now.
taker.
Wowzers.
And
And then
then-
this bloke got 5 for.
Yeah.
Is that why we got him on the show?
Well, I might have something to do with it.
So 5 for 26. Did you bowl 2 spells?
Nah.
Did you bowl straight?
9
You got
straight.
9 straight.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was pretty buggered. I haven't done that this season, so usually get pumped after my first 2, so I get taken
You
off.
got a few wickets early, didn't you? I was watching.
First
you,
ball of the game,
Bonza.
first ball of the innings. Yeah,
Oh.
I got Bonza. Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, I just
Everything.
yeah,
Went
sort of
your
just
way and
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
yeah,
Take it, hey?
Yeah.
And you left 4 wickets for Matty Posibon. That was nice of you.
yeah,
4
yeah.
for 18, so 2
Yeah.
blokes pretty greedy. You didn't play, did you?
No, I played 2s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bit of golf in the morning.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was
Did you win
late to
golf?
get it. Saturday we did. I lost Sunday.
Okay, don't talk about Sunday.
No.
I'll tell you what, Pies would be very disappointed at that because they would have had everyone there. They were
Yeah,
they
were
full
pretty
strength?
well- they were pretty well.
And as you said, across the waves, I was looking, I thought, oh, if they get 130, this could be a real show. But Pies 93, that's pretty disappointing.
I think they were missing Ben Davey and Trent Seeds.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
they had a couple misses.
Them
they
too.
were missing a couple.
But yeah, other than that, just yeah, just struggled to find some runs there and get the bad ball away when it was bowled, I guess.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's why Waves are on top and
Yep.
Pies are battling out for 3rd and 4th with the North boys, aren't they? So.
Yeah. And in the other game, day-night game, Brothers batted first, scored 179. Mitchy Parsons again, 52 was in the runs. Sam Pearson with 53.
Yeah,
I think they batted for a fair while together.
I think they needed to.
Yeah, they were 4 for 50 or 60.
Not many.
So, and Matty Parker, 3 for 34, probably his best figures
Yeah.
nearly in A-grade cricket. And in return, Shannon Smith with 26 and Sam Pearson with 4 for 21. Definitely the pick of the bowlers.
Yeah, I think the wicket was like Friday night, not the best wicket to bat on, but yeah, Brendan Hanley went pretty early, I think, and the Brothers boys did well. I thought 179, that might not be enough, but Brendan went pretty cheapy. Bondi
Yeah, they got Bondi very early.
got him pretty early,
Yeah.
so that kind of set the tone. So I think in the end, Liam Denning and a few blokes hung around at the end to get to 120.
North
So
were about 5 for 70 or 60.
yeah, so they just consolidated a little bit through the middle of the innings, but yeah, Brothers are pretty happy with that win, I think, because Norths have been a bit of a bogey side for Brothers. They've beaten us a couple of times, so they're happy with that.
Yeah. Division 2, ATW batted first, 9 for 191. Daniel Unwin with 30. Lachie McClellan with a quick fire 42 at better than runnable at the end. Logan Woodward, pick of the bowlers for East with 3 for 23. And in return, Magpies restricted to 9 for 178. Logan Woodward with 30. Graham Werner 31 and Paul Rabine with 31. And as I said at the top of the show, Sam Stutsbury with 2 for 22. So probably the best for Wales.
Pretty close game, were you?
Yeah, they needed about 10 and over for the last 7 or 8.
Oh, okay.
Jackie Munro and Lachie bowled pretty well towards the end, just
Yep.
to try and to restrict them.
And
so
only, 13 runs short,
13
so
runs short.
it's a fairly well contested game.
Yeah,
that,
no,
so.
it was a good game of cricket.
Okay.
And the other game, which got moved down to the Kendall Flats, Brothers 9 for 157. Giles Cunningham again in the runs with 52. Dustin Collin with 43. Old Davey went 4 for 11.
I forget how many overs
I
he
think
bowled
he
his.
nearly bowled his 8.
Yeah, so he must be doing something. Is he bowling
Yeah.
hand grenades or
I
something?
don't know.
He's bowling well. And Jack Hyde, 4 for 15, not to be outdone by
Yeah.
Dave too much. And Julian Bond, hey, showing the young fellow again,
Yeah.
46 not out. And Craig Fritz, 87 not out, and a stand of 132 unbroken. So, yeah, Brothers just couldn't get enough wickets, could they? They had him 2 for not many early, 2 for 20, I think. And well done to Bondi and Fritzy, who put on 132. And the way they were going, they'd probably still be batting.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that Fritzy got 87. So
Yeah,
good
he's
on him.
played a bit of A grade this year. hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's,
Another Pies bloke too. Could be
yeah.
danger man. They
Okay,
need
well,
a few
he's
runs
obviously
later
hitting the ball right. So well done to those two. I'm disappointed for Brothers, but that's a convincing win by North. So I don't know what the ladder looks like there.
Yeah, no, I think they might nearly put North a game or two clear and Wade a game or two clear on 2 games clear on top. Now.
Okay.
Your foot's different, so your best shoe isn't the same as someone else's. Getting the right shoe makes all the difference. It means less pain, better movement, less fatigue and less injury. At FootMotion, our experienced and caring team use the latest technology to match your unique fit and movement to the right shoe. Whether it's for work, running, school or walking, we're here for the whole family. Don't compromise. Experience FootMotion today.
See Taggle Vans, your family-owned caravanning experts, for the popular New Age caravan range. Walkinshaw designed and engineered for superior strength and reliability. Start your adventures today with a New Age caravan from Dale and the team at Tackle Vans to Calvin Street, Bundaberg.
Yeah, Division 3, it was a top of the table clash. ATW and YMCA. ATW 6 for 216. Jakey Clyden with 88.
Jake Clyden.
Jake
I thought he
Clyden.
was a bowler.
No, that's Jack
Jack.
Clyden.
Oh, two different people.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, Jakey Clyden with 88 and Jason DePappy with 58. Charlie Steele on his senior cricket debut. We talk about Charlie a lot.
Yep.
3 for 33 for YMCA. So well done to him. And do we have to say it?
Let Kynan say it. Who got 3 for 19?
Nick Catasti, he's always in the wickets, Nico, so it's good to see him back thick into the wickets. 3 for 19. Yeah.
We've been copping a bit of grief, haven't we, David, about giving him too much airtime on this show.
I'm under the pump from Lucy and Stephen Hamilton have said to me, try not to mention the name Catasti, but when he gets 3 for 19, sorry Lucy and Stephen, I had to mention it.
Yeah.
Under bowled, I'd say, from Laffy.
I actually tried to get him on tonight and he wouldn't
Did you?
come to the party.
Didn't he? Okay.
No. And Jack Clyden with 2 for 19.
So Jack's the bowler.
bowler.
Okay. Oh, Jake, he's a right hand bat,
Yep.
isn't he?
Yep.
Jakey bowl left arm.
Jack bowls left.
Jack bowls left arm. Yeah. Well done, the Clydens.
Yeah, big day for them. And the other game, Brothers 3 for 200. As we said, Shannon Haycox with 100. He was a bit puffed on Saturday night when he came out to Solderovo and had a couple of beers, but he well deserved. Shan well batted. Joshy McGuinness with 30, and is that 4 ducks for ISIS?
Yeah.
With only 77 in returns. So Jason Hack 4 for 25, and Shane Taylor with 2 for 4. A couple of elder blokes.
Yeah,
there.
well, Hackey got 4 wickets across the waves the other week, so I don't know whether he's got a 5 for yet. So he's got a few 4 for. So while the old customers just putting him on the spot. And Shane Taylor 2 for 4. He's come back this season. So poor old ISIS 77. Willing got 20 odd, I think. He needs to get 100 every game.
So no, well done to Brothers. I think that'll definitely wrap up 4th spot for them, and they'll play finals. So, as you know, you get into the finals, anything could happen.
Absolutely.
So yeah, big weekend of senior cricket. And I'm sure with a couple of rounds to go, things are getting a bit tight in a few grades. So, rightio, we're going to do something a bit different tonight. We're going to do 60 Seconds with Grillsy live in the studio with yourself, David.
With me?
With you.
Oh,
we've already
you've already done it.
I've done it, yeah.
You've done it?
I thought you were going to do it with yourself or one of the cameramen here.
No.
Okay.
So, I don't know if we got the stinger there, but here we go, 60 Seconds with Grillsy.
Can you survive the 60 Seconds with Grillsy?
All right. So, you've played a lot of cricket in Bundaberg, also Mackay. Anywhere else?
Emerald,
Yep.
UK, and at Emerald I played for a Gindi is a town between Emerald and Springshaw, and we were the Gindi Ploughboys.
Ploughboys.
The Ploughboys. All that's there was a tennis court, and I think there was a school there, and all the farmers, and it was the best.
Concrete wicket?
Yeah, a lot of synthetic. Clermont and Blackwater had turf, but the Gindi Ploughboys, and the best trophy I've ever got, it was a mounted it was a John Deere tractor on an oak piece of wood. still got it. You look at all your, the generic trophies you get, just the.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got this John Deere tractor, and someone said, hey, "What's that?" I said, "That's from the Gindie Ploughboy." So yeah, played around, going to the UK and different conditions to Emerald where you got 40-degree heat. So yeah, enjoy my cricket.
So played at a lot of places. Out of all those plays, what's your favourite cricketing memory?
We won the first premiership ever for brothers in Mackay. I think they'd never won it in 40 years, so that was probably a highlight for me. And as a young fella in juniors, I got my top score of, I think in under 14s, I got 207. And then the next week I got 194. Rod Batt, Rod Batt. Yep. So when the final he was up us all saying, whatever you got last week, you've got to get more. So he was up me, he said, you got 200 last week, go and get more. But yeah, they're probably favourite memories for me.
Yep. The best person you played with on or off the field? As in, could be best bloke, best player?
I think some of these names have been mentioned. Like when I first came back, we had the likes of Mick Warden, and when I first started younger than Kynan, we had Brian Drinkwater, and there are a lot of good cricketers. Brad Inwood, Peter Anderson, a couple of Shield players, Matt Chirick, a lot of players, yeah. Can't really mention one.
Yeah. We asked your son the other week, what's it like playing with Dad, but what's it like playing First Division cricket with your son?
Yeah, I enjoy it. That's the only reason I'm really playing. I've enjoyed coming back in the team scenario and mixing it with the boys, a bit of banter, and yeah, it's good. I've got to shut my mouth sometimes. I've got to let Mitchie do the captaining and not be too hard on him, but we've got a good crew there, and I'm happy to give a bit of advice to Ollie or Lockie Haycox or any of the young blokes, or even the opposition, Corey Pope. Give them a bit of batting advice every now and then.
Yep. All right. I know we talk about Ollie, and it is a cricket show, but your two girls are quite capable sportswomen as well. You better give them a rap.
Yeah, Charlotte and Liza, they've moved away now. That's where I was last weekend. So Charlotte's a bit of a gun netballer, played in the Lightning pathways there. So we were driving the Sunny Coast 3 times a week for 6 months, so it nearly killed me. Yeah, so they're both dancers, and Eliza, she likes a netball as well, so yeah.
Yep. Apart from cricket, we talk a lot about the fishing, but anything else keeps you busy in your spare time?
Mainly fishing. Yep. We caught our first mangrove jack the other night. I sent a photo to Nick Catasti. He told me what to do, so he's taken the credit for our first mangrove jack. So yeah, enjoy the fishing, mate.
He didn't tell you how to catch flathead.
Yeah,
the flatty king.
Yeah, he likes trolling, doesn't it? That's what he tells us all. Yeah.
A couple more. Your specialty dish in the kitchen?
Not in the kitchen, probably outside, mate.
Barbecue?
I do like the barbie. I like a good fat steak, so I'll go with a big ribeye or a thick eye fillet.
Last one, we've asked everybody if you could invite 3 people to dinner, dead or alive, from anywhere in the world, who would it be?
I like Nelson Mandela. He stuck by his word, didn't he? Went to jail for a long time and stuck by what he thought was right. Hugh Jackman, I find him interesting, and I hear a lot of things that he's just a down-to-earth bloke, so I think he'd be a bit of fun. And probably Don Bradman. I think he had his knockers. He was a pretty straightforward person, but probably the best cricketer ever. And 3.1, I've got to take my wife. I'll get in trouble if I don't include her. So, yeah, I think that'd be a good night. Chewing a steak and have a chat about a few things.
Glass of red?
Yeah, a couple of glasses.
Well, that was probably a bit longer than 60 seconds, but thanks for spending 60 seconds with Grills.
Pleasure, mate. I was waiting for the invite, and thanks for the notice.
Nah, all good. All right. Well, we'll go throw to another break. Coming up, we got everything to cover junior-wise.
Your local Better are your appliance specialists. With everything from fridges and laundry to TV, small appliances and much more. Plus, with a range of payment options available, you can buy now and pay later. Go local. That's better.
There's one name across our region that's synonymous with all things hospitality, Rum City Foods. And with more than 50 staff and 4,500 square metres under one roof, Rum City Foods stocks everything. They've got the lot. Paul's Milk, frozen products, packaged foods, dairy, bakery, drinks, chemicals, and all the hospitality packaging you need. Rum City Foods are a proud member of Countrywide Australasia. Find them at rumcityfoods.com.au or at their massive new premises on Commercial Street, Bundaberg.
All right, welcome back to the show. Okay, it's junior time. Some good cricket played on the weekend. We had Saturday club fixtures and then full day of rep fixtures on Sunday. So we'll get into it. The under 16s, ATW 6 for 189, Taj Coates 51, Tara Staines 39 not out and Will Fletcher 30. For Harvey Bay, Addison Franey with 3 for 8, her best figures of the season.
Oh, that's good.
But in return, Harvey Bay could only manage 7 for 89 with Tom Geldard 24 not out and Sam Stutsbury 3 for 7. So are we going to get at Harvey Bay that win before the end of the season, David?
At the moment, I'm saying no.
No.
They lost by 100.
Yeah.
But Tom Geldard seems to bat every
Tommy's been
week.
going really well for him.
Wide Bay player.
Yep.
Yes, he's just got to bat and bat and bat. 24 not out. Well, they must have been short, were they? 7 out. 7 for 89.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have faced the 30 overs.
No,
You wouldn't have thought.
that's
So
what they did, so.
he might have been left stranded. But yeah, a bit hard when Sammy Stutsbury's spinning them a mile.
He didn't
like
bowl till real late.
No,
either,
didn't
so.
have to come on. So okay, good
Yeah.
win by Across the Waves there.
Yeah. North's 117. Ollie went 31. Jordan Mather 31. Levi Faint 25. Alex Cordy with 3 for 18 for Maryborough. But Maryborough chased him down 6 for 130 with Grace Collins 42. Thomas Marie 30 not out. And Ethan Hamill was the best bowler for North with 2 for 31. So
Bit of an upset.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Maryborough just pushing for that 4th spot with
Okay.
North. So.
That's a good chase, isn't it? And Grace Collins, she's been around a while.
Yeah, she plays a lot of first grade ladies in Brisbane, so good to see her still having a game for Maryborough. And the other game, which we said was going to be the match of the round, YMCA ISIS 156, River Felsted 85 not out, batted the innings, batted really well, especially because it was hot.
Coming off 100 the week before too, wasn't he? So
He actually came out to Solar Oval to play senior cricket and he was cramping up and that. So, well done to River. Batted 30 overs, probably against a pretty handy bowling attack at Brothers there.
yeah.
Sean Mellett, best of the bowlers for Brothers with 3 for 30. But in return, Brothers 5 for 174. Toby Lamond, our guest from last week, 87 not out. And Toby Collins chipped in with 24 not out. And Ryan Santa Catarina with 2 for 18. So
Okay.
a good win there. Probably shakes the ladder up there in the under 16s. I think we've actually got it here tonight. So, yeah, Maryborough just jumping a bit clearer there and North's in 4th with that win with 3 rounds remaining. So, Waves played YMCA this week, I believe, so they'll want to close that gap at the top of the
Well,
ladder.
YMCA have been on top for a while, but losing to Brothers and Waves will give it a good shake this week, won't they? So it looks like it's first, second and third are going to be fairly tight there.
Yeah, so 2 will play 3 and 1 will play 4 in the semi-finals there. So you would imagine, barring anything going pear-shaped, that it would be Waves and Brothers and YMCA and Maryborough. So looking pretty good. All right, we'll move on to under 14s. YMCA ISIS 30.
All out for 30.
All out for 30.
And who took the wickets? We've got to
Only
say
one
his
guess.
name.
Only one guess.
Kalen Barr, 5 for 2 off 2.4 overs. Geez, going well. We've got to get him on the show.
Yeah.
Will he drive up, do you think?
I don't know. We might have to do a cross to
Yeah,
him.
we can do a cross to him. And Harvey Bay, 8 for 120. Kalen, 23 not out. And Charlie Steele, 3 for 9. So, yeah, 30, that's not good enough.
No. I don't know. They might have been on field 1, so it might have still been a bit tricky conditions.
Okay.
Yeah. North Bundy Power 8 for 94. Corin Driver with 30. Travis Kapanek 25 not out. For Brothers, James Cronin 3 for 17 and Cale Anderson 3 for 20. But in return, Brothers could only manage 53. So Thomas went 2 for 3 and Bo Doniston 2 for 1. So we talk a lot about Ollie, but young Thomas has got a couple of wickets there.
And I think that might have been on field 1, actually.
Oh, right,
I think Brothers got on first and got rolled for 53 and went, oh, gee.
Yep.
Quick game. So, well done to the North Bundy Power boys, 8 for 94.
Yep. In the other game, North Bundy Bears 6 for 143. Marcus Crawford 31. Tom Elphinstone 23. Will Sanders 2 for 10 and Toby Brewer 2 for 35 for Maryborough. But in return, Maryborough 91. Lockie McDonald 2 for 17, and Harry Elphinstone 2 for 6. And Samson Juster came on, got the last couple of wickets, 2 for none.
In 4 balls.
In 4 balls. So.
He did a Nick Catasti, didn't he?
Yeah, come sweep up the tail.
So yeah, a few one-sided games there, but probably on a few tricky conditions down at Kendall's Flats there on Saturday.
Yeah,
morning.
and I guess it's good because you can't have flat tracks all year, and there's going to be a bit of rain around, so batsmen have just got to put away the big shots and try and build an innings, and got to realise you don't have to get your 200 runs, 150 you can defend, so it's all about adjusting to the conditions.
Yep. So we just have a look at the under-14 ladder there. It's North Power and North Bears up on top. Probably a game clear. Maryborough just slipped up to 3rd spot there with Harvey Bay in 4th. So a bit of a gap there to the bottom 3 then. So probably looking like it's going to be the top 4 locked in there. Wades have got a game in hand. They had the bye last week. So yeah.
Interesting to see Waves and Brothers usually in the top 4, aren't they? But good to see. Maryborough and Harvey Bay are up there. They're still, they probably do a lot of driving, so they're being rewarded with some good wins, and hopefully they'll be in the semis.
Yep. Okay, the under-12s. YMCA East 101, Tyson Moline 30, Noah Bajul 27, Darcy Hollands 2 for 5, and Amelia Mather 2 for 19, Leighton McDonald 2 for 13. Defeated by North Strikers with Tyson Moline. Well, Tyson Moline actually North Strikers with 30, so good win there for North Strikers. Brothers Broncos 123, Adrian Cunningham 39, Cooper Kelly 46 not out.
That's a good score from Coops, isn't it?
Yeah, probably nearly be his highest score, I would imagine.
More runs than his father.
Yeah. Olivia Bell 2 for 16, but they were defeated by North's Avengers 157. Thomas Dwyer, I think, got 37, and Ryan Balam with the 40. Lockie Rogers 23. And for brothers Sophie Elder 2 for 27, and Cooper Keller backed up his score with 2 for 16. So good return there from young Cooper.
And we talked about Ryan Ballum and Lockie Rogers last week, so they've gone back to back. So bit of consistency there, which is good from the young fellas. And Olivia Abel, we mentioned earlier in the season, so good to see she's back getting a few wickets. And Sophie Elder 2 for 27. So
girl power again.
Yeah.
The last game of the weekend, Brothers Pumas 5 for 84. Cody Clark 2 for 3, defeated ISIS just 39. Orlando Honor with 3 for 11 for brothers, and Levi Kakamo with 2 for 3. So good returns there.
Low scoring game again.
Yeah. So if we have a look at their ladder, I think the 2 North teams are up on top with ISIS and YMCA. Pretty close in the middle as well, so a bit of a sort of 3 divide there. But
and what do they do for the semis?
Same again, 1 plays 4
2
and 2 plays 3. So.
Well, you nearly that top 4 looks like it's basically locked in there. You'd think so.
I think those brother sides have got a lot of younger players.
Yeah, I think Simon Kelly's got a few young fellas coming through, so they'll be better for the run, and maybe next season they might be up the ladder a bit, so it won't hurt them. Bit of experience, to be fair. So
yeah. All right, Sunday we had round 5 of the inner city rep competitions. Bundaberg travelled to Harvey Bay to take on Fraser Coast. South Burnett hosted Gympie in Mergen. So Bundaberg had a very convincing win in the under-16s.
Convincing, that I'd call that a shellacking. 281, was it versus 28?
28, they're
10 times the score. And we've talked about how good the 16s are, like you've played with Corey Pope.
Yeah, Corey and Sam.
Corey and Sam, and you got Toby and River and Lockie. As we said, if they put a team in A grade and they perform well, they could beat a few teams in Div 1, never alone under 16. But Sammy Stutchby 48 not out, and Ethan Hamill 43. And Stutchy got 4 for 5, Levi Faint 2 for 5, and Riley Collin 2 for 4. So, yeah, I don't think anybody's going to beat them. They'd have to have a disastrous day, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think these younger fellas playing a lot of Division 1 and senior cricket's really helping their cricket as well. I think that helps them stand out in that junior
And as
Under
we mentioned, the
16s.
Lord
Well, I think
Tabs.
just about nearly that whole under 16 side's
Yeah.
played some sort of
Yeah,
senior.
and
cricket.
there's fellas not making that side that are making rep sides also. So people are missing out.
Yeah.
And if you don't perform, you're out the door and someone else will come in. But that's a very convincing win.
It's good to see strong junior cricket in
Yeah.
Bundy.
And the other game, South Burnett 5 for 239, Braden Scott 77, Thomas Town 38, and Lawson Black with 34. Solomon Benbrick with 4 for 50 for Gympie. But in return, Gympie 124, Hayden Andreasen 36, Thomas Town 5 for 7 off 10 overs.
Thomas went to town,
Yes.
didn't he? 5 for 7, and he got, 38. So
Yeah, very good
did well
cricketer.
there.
Thomas
Rep player?
is- Yeah, he's on the Queensland cricket radar. He's in the bit of state challenge stuff in the under 15.
Okay.
So very good cricketer. Josh Phoebe 2 for 20. So convincing win there for South Burnett. They play Bundaberg in the last round, so that'll be a pretty good game.
Good game, yeah.
Thomas, any relation to Fletcher and Leighton Brown?
Cousins, I'm pretty sure.
Cousins.
From Darling Downs.
No, I played for South Burnett as well.
Oh, not
They were
sure.
my
I'll have to
age.
get back to you
They
on
were-
that one.
They were also pretty handy cricketers too.
Yeah.
So.
Thomas, about 18 months ago, 2 years, and he'll probably admit to this, could not hold a bat to save himself.
That's what you said about
improved-
Kalen Barr last week.
I know, but so these kids stick at it.
Yeah.
You can certainly score runs.
Wowzers.
So. Under 14, Fraser Coast 9 for 162, Mitchell Wilcox 55, Charlie Steele with 2 for 16 off 10 overs. So Charlie's had a pretty good weekend as well.
Yeah, had a busy weekend like
all three
Strachey.
games that he participated in. And 7 other bowlers for Bundy took a wicket.
Good
so
on 'em.
wickets shared around. But they were defeated by Fraser Coast defeated Bundy,
Wow.
bowled out for 138 with Alex Dutchbury 54 and Rory Folker 6 for 27 off 9.2.
Okay.
I think he's another leggy.
Okay.
So,
Broad Alex didn't have many people
Any
batting with
helpers,
him for
no.
long.
I
54.
think he
out
faced
of
nearly
130.
100 balls too. So
Yeah. Captain, isn't he? Is he captain?
no,
No?
no. Bo Donison's the captain.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Well, he's captain of Waves, and so captain's knock will give it to Alex anyway. So yeah, he needed a few mates there. Disappointing. Is that Bundy's first loss or?
No, they've lost to Fraser Coast in
Have they?
a home game
Okay.
before Christmas.
Fraser Coast, the bogey side.
And the other game, Gympie 202, Lewis and Drayson 54, Cooper Keogh 33. For South Burnett, Josh Williams 4 for 10, James Searle 2 for 21, Theo Kelly 2 for 22. They defeated South Burnett 9 for 144, Rory O'Connor 33, and Lewis and Drayson with 3 for 14 after his 54. So good win there for Gympie. The under 12s, Bundaberg 5 for 219, Adrian Cunningham in the runs again with 38, Leighton McDonald 29, Thomas Dwyer with 29, Rob Marie 2 for 18 for Fraser Coast, but they could only manage 9 for 180, the Rob again with 41, Jaden Lee with 35, and another good return from Thomas Dwyer with 3 for 5. So we talked about Thomas the last few weeks, so his father was a good cricketer. And
he was a good cricketer, yeah, old Tony. So, yeah, he's obviously going to play a bit of rep cricket and can bat and bowl. I don't think Tony bowled too much. He could bat, he could open bat. We could never get him out. So he's obviously learned a few tricks off his dad.
Yeah, and the last game, South Burnett 93, Darcy Harmsworth with 5 for 5 for Gympie, and Jamie Sherwood with 2 for 6, and they defeated Gympie all out for 70. So a bit of a low scoring affair there.
Was that pretty wet where they played? It's low scoring.
They were
isn't
in
it?
Mergen, so
Only 4 overs too, that 5 for 5. So.
yeah. Bad
There's some
going.
good figures this weekend.
Yeah,
Hey.
was a bowler's weekend.
Must have been.
So
Must have
yeah,
been.
as I just said, one round to
For a
go
change.
in that competition in a fortnight's time. The under 16 Bundy leads on 41.29, just ahead of South Burnett 37.49. So that last game will be a big game in that one. The under 14s Fraser Coast out on top, 44 points with Bundy about 31. So I don't think Bundy can get into first spot there, but they'll play South Burnett on the bottom there. So you would imagine the final's pretty locked in there, and in the 12th, Bundaberg's on top with 44.53, and Fraser Coast and South Burnett battling out. 31 and 29.
So the finals.
It's just top 2.
Yep, most likely to be played where?
Probably in Bundaberg, with Bundaberg being on top in 2 divisions and second in the others. So.
Okay.
They'll be the highest ranked zone. So
yep. Okay.
They're locked in for the 5th of March. So we'll have the teams that are going to be playing in them in a couple of weeks' time.
Right, I look forward to it.
So, yes, it's been quite good, that rep competition. We had one round washed out. So, we'll get there. It's been good to see a lot of these boys doing well.
Yeah, it's good for the boys to play a bit of rep on Sunday because they've missed a bit of cricket on Saturday as well. So,
and just playing that 50 over cricket gives them that bit of experience.
Yeah, a bit longer, isn't it? So, a good experience for all the young fellas and all the young girls as well.
Yep. All right, it's time for our masterclass segment. This week we've just got a batsman set up in their stance with Peter Drinnan and Andrew Goad. So let's have a look.
Hello, Peter Drinnan here with Andrew Goad on behalf of the Bulls Masters and PD Cricket. The fundamentals within the game of cricket are so important, so sit back and learn as myself and Andrew take you through 7 shots that are so important to any batsman within the game.
The basic fundamentals of a good batsman's setup.
Feet about shoulder width apart. Okay, nice and comfortable. Slight amount of flexion in the knees. Key is the head and eyes need to be level. Okay, really important. It has to be a comfortable stance, and the weight, which is your head, has to be in the center of the stance. So there's no weight transferring either to the offside or onside. So quite a neutral stance with the head in the center of the stance. The grip, you've got 2 V's that run down the back of the bat. Okay, again, creating a neutral grip. The top hand will be the one that holds quite firmly. The bottom hand is a relaxed grip that runs along the handle. Okay, and there's very little of the actual palm that's on the handle. Okay, the bottom hand is used in shots, there's no doubt about that. But for your standard grip, it's a top hand dominant grip, quite a relaxed bottom hand grip. Now when you're holding the bat, the hands stay quite close to the body and the bat toes towards around between off stump and first slip with a slightly open blade, and that makes up a very, very sound and comfortable stance for the batsman to work from. Now I just want to talk about the crease. When you're arriving at the crease for young batsmen, you'll be presented with the crease line. I believe for young players to position the white line, the crease line between their feet. Okay, obviously as you get more advanced and comfortable with your game, with the understanding of the game, that you can move deeper into the crease for certain circumstances, or you can come out and bat outside your crease if you need to. As I said, there's circumstances such as breaking up a bowler's length and things like that will determine the stance, but let's keep it simple. Now, when you arrive at the crease, important that you also ask for guard. Okay, you ask the umpire, sir, is this middle? Which is a great starting point. From there, you mark that, so you are very, very aware of where your stumps are. That's crucial, and particularly, batsmen need to know where their off stump is. So by taking a guard of middle, you'll be very, very aware of where those stumps are. So there we have it. We've got the good, comfortable, relaxed setup, key being the eyes level, bat toeing towards between off stump and first slip, and we're ready here to receive the ball from the bowler. Really important also to have good routines. So this setup, you will go into with every ball that you receive from the bowler. Really important. And you'll see all the batsmen on TV, if you watch them, they'll all have these really good, consistent routines that they go through, which enables them to come back in and focus sharply for that ball that they're just about to receive. Really important. That time in between deliveries, they're relaxed, but then they come back in, go through their routine, which involves this good setup one we've been talking about, okay, and getting them set to focus on that next delivery.
Okay, welcome back. It's time to preview this weekend's fixtures, kicking off with Friday night. Round 12 of the Aussie Bundy Big Bash. Pies taking on the Taipans.
We both agree Taipans.
No, I hope not. I think it's going to be a good game, but Taipans been pretty competitive as well this year, so.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get a couple of wickets early and see who else wants to come out and bat for the Pies, as we've already mentioned. But The way that the top order are going, they're pretty consistent for the Pies, so I'm sure Pies are favourite, but it's a 2020 game. Anybody can win, and if Taipan's bat a bit better and bowl a bit better, then they can win the game for sure.
Yeah, I think he's looking pretty well full strength.
Yeah, I think we're full strength this week again. So
I think Paul Jagger's out for the Taipans. I thought I saw in the chat. So
Mitchie Waters will return.
Yeah, he was away
after being ill. He spent a couple of days in hospital.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
So he didn't play Saturday either. So he'll be champing it a bit like a little chihuahua. Get him off the leash.
Little chihuahua.
So yeah, I reckon I'll go Taipans in an upset.
Right.
Sorry, Kai.
No, you're
I think Taipans will want to go out in a winning note, and they'll have them fired up, as I said earlier.
Absolutely.
Saturday, Division 1, East take on Brothers. East will be smarting after loss last week. They'll want to probably get one of the big scalps running into the finals. So we said if East or North could knock off Waves or Brothers, they'll more than likely get their foot in the door to get in that top 3. So.
Yeah. I don't know, East, we keep saying how they've been disappointing. I hope they're disappointing this week against Brothers, but anything can happen. You know, you got Lennon Childs who can knock up a quick 80, 100, whatever. So, yeah, Brothers won't be taking them too lightly, and the Waves boys, you won't be taking North too lightly at all, will you, mate?
No. They've got a couple key players that I think you've got to try and get out early, or else they can take the game away from you real quick too. So, yeah, it should be 2 good games of cricket.
And is Ryan and co back? You had
Ryan's
a few
back.
missing.
Yeah, I think Waves are pretty well.
I think full strength this week again. I think Nordo and Luke and that are back.
Jaden's back.
Yeah.
Don't know what sort of condition it'll be after a week in Perth, but Jaden's back.
Yeah.
Has he been in Perth?
Holidaying in Perth, so
probably see a couple late with the gloves on.
Division 2, East taking on Brothers. East will want to get off, make that gap up in 3rd spot. They were too good a side to probably be 4th in that competition, and Brothers will want to close that gap on the top. So should be a good game there. And ATW and North. Waves won't want to.
They want to get Bondi and Fritzy out early.
Yeah.
The way they're seeing the ball, so that'll be a good game as well.
Yeah, and Division 3, YMCA take on East. YMCA have just let a couple slip in the last few weeks.
Well, I don't think Brett Woodward played last week. Yeah, because I was saying 88. Where was Brett? But I think he was away at Oztag with his daughter. So, yeah, they'll be looking to have a win there. And ATW versus Brothers. I think have they played much against each other this year?
Yeah, I remember they had a low scoring game down at Flats.
Yeah. I think Brothers are going to struggle because the under 16s usually come up and play, but they're away in Maryborough, I think. So. Yeah. I know they're trying to rustle up a team, but if Brothers always try their best against Across the Waves, so we'll see how that game goes as well.
Yep, a couple of junior matches we'll quickly touch on, probably the couple matches of the round. ATW taking on YMCA ISIS in under 16, so top of the table clash there. A few big guns there, be looking to, Waves will want to try and make up that gap on top of the ladder. And
I think with Waves, you've got Sammy Stutch, haven't you? He's going to have a good game against the likes of Lockie Haycox, River Felsted, a few.
I think the word is that Lucy may be playing a game for Waves this week, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. That'll be a good game.
Yeah.
I know River's in fine form, and Lockie probably hasn't got as many runs as he'd like to in the last month, so he's going to be really hungry, and I reckon Lockie's going to score some runs this week, so that should be a really good game.
Yep. And in under 14s, North Power take on Harvey Bay. It's 1st versus 4th, but the way Harvey Bay are going, I wouldn't be surprised if they could cause an upset here.
Okay.
So Kalen Barr and co from the Bay will be wanting to put in a good performance. And from Sunday to Tuesday, the Wide Bay Primary School trials are here in Bundaberg.
Yes.
The boys and girls. So they're a lot earlier than what they usually are this year. The Nationals are in Darwin in July. So
that's why.
So things kicking off there a lot earlier, and I think the state championships are in March or April. I think the girls are in April and the boys might be in March.
So fair few Bundy
kids
will be participating in that.
A few boys putting up their hand for wide base selection along with the girls. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of cricket.
A lot of cricket, but a little bit quieter than what we've had in
Yeah.
no junior rep with the school patrols being on. So All right, well, that about wraps us up for another week. Thanks for coming in, Kai. Good luck tomorrow night. Good luck next Friday in the Big Bash final.
Yeah. Cheers. Hopefully we can get a big crowd out there for the final and this weekend cheer on the two teams. So yeah.
And that moustache has got better since we saw that 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Like you did have mascara in it. You told me before the show you had mascara. It's thickening up a bit. Adam Posibon, I'm not so sure about his.
He needs a lot more than mascara.
Yeah, it's a shocker. So
the lighting was terrible up there.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
All the best and all the best with all the Waves boys for the rest of the season as well. Right, David, enjoy the weekend.
I will.
Back in cricket this weekend? You're
Yep.
on?
If selected.
If selected, I'm sure you'll get a game somewhere. All right, that wraps us up. Thanks for joining us. Get out and support your team. And until next week, bye for now.